Supposedly Mechanicus 2 will be out in a few days. Like, I think I read like a week. Supposedly it will be back in, yeah, like a week or so. Like, yeah, I think I read like a week because of the Skulls or the Skull Throne event. That's what I remember reading today, very shortly. Oh, Jesus.
I can see crimson lights in
Oh,
the void.
Eldar. Eldar is Shadow Hunter. Ow. 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 Ouchie. Ouchie. Ah, and then they have like a hollow field. Ah, so what I'm seeing here is that I'm already fucked. Vulnerability scan. Yeah, I can't use this because Eldar.
This one's going down.
Eldar very cool. Just deciding, yo, no, you're not allowed to have any fun in life. Nuh-uh. Oh, we're actually hitting the real one. No, I can't hit. Oh wait, oh yeah, it's... I forgot it's actually like a two... It's two-slotted one.
Bleed them.
Yeah, where this is... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I could use the shield pulse. Yeah, let me just retry this. But being mindful of the shield pulse, yeah, completely forgot I took the shield pull. Like, the shield pulse could do that. Thought it could only destroy shields, but no, it can also take care of a hollow shield. Ow. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Eldari Aconite. Ow. Boom. Ow. Okay, so... First off, let's get closer and take care of... that. Okay, good. Then you look elsewhere.
Fire right now.
Okay, and it still has a hollow field. Oh, I can't ram into it. I want to ram range into it. But it's only a one-time hit.
Fire the lance battery.
Miss, come on. I If I land here,
This one's going down.
yeah, we're destroying its hollow shield.
Volley!
Miss. Hollow shield. Or hollow field. Where the torpedo tube. The torpedo salvos ready. Yeah, I don't know how I meant to use my other things that I have. My the fighters that I have. They're supposedly in the torpedo bay, but how do I shoot from the torpedo bay? No torpedo salvos ready. Yeah, look away, please.
Macro cannon. Open fire.
Okay, that destroyed at least one.
Lance batteries. Volley.
Move. Hold on, dude. This, move forward just once, and now I'm just gonna pray that's gonna be enough to destroy it. Probably won't be, knowing my luck.
Batteries.
Yeah, it really isn't. Okay. We have a chance. Could have used again this turn, but I wasn't trying to use it more often. I still don't really know what this ability does, to be honest. This one, reinforced shields, is reinforced until it suffers damage. Oh, okay. Ooh, yeah, that right flank is not looking very good.
We need to turn the tide.
So why exactly are they allowed to do several turns at once? Well, I have no idea how I'm to win this. I suppose I shouldn't be fighting every battle. Or at least upgrade my ship appropriately before I do anything. Well, there's nothing else to gain here, so let's just go somewhere else. What's the best way of getting out of here? Celio prophecy. What was over here? When Henrik's to Gamma. Dead Men's chest. Okay, there's nothing else up here. So over here there's just lots of Eldari bullshit. Okay. At least make this unsafe and damage taken to Kazoob. Oh, lovely. The Materium has taken us out of its grip this time. During the war voyage, the Middle Decks reported strange gatherings that were attracting dozens of officers. An investigation quickly bore fruit. One of the acolytes from the Augur deck has proclaimed himself a prophet and is reveling with purification by blessed fire. Only the perilous influence of the warp can explain the strange convictions and uncanny zeal of this person. Put the cult under surveillance as put under a major prophet, a banned cult. Put it under surveillance. Spies reported that the cult gatherings were hardly worth investigating. They were nothing but long conversations, punctuated by people searing their palms over an open flame. The surveillance was maintained until the end of the warp journey, after which the newly born prophet simply forgot about his calling, stopped giving sermons, and dismissed his congregation. Okay, now we just merely made it deadly. Let's at least make it unsafe. Chart no roots. We definitely need more roots. Only +1. Well, I hope we get more insight. Anything here? 7 plasteel. Okay, that is. Okay, provisions. 2. Ooh, and I can go there. Wasteland Wayfarer. I mean, I am going. I'm doing all the optional stuff. Well, I should probably not be doing the optional stuff. I can't go for more of that. Well, I can go for more weapon skill. Wasn't there something down here that I was considering? Dueling mastery. How high is Pudzian's parry? His parry is very high, but his dodge is fairly low. 5 less damage from toxin, fire, and bleeding. Stun, blind, or immobilize, it's ignored. You know what? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I will get stunned at one point and I'm just going to be very happy it didn't hit me. Strength, weapon skill, perception. Press character's initiative, dodge chance, and reaction. If a character uses a melee weapon, their dodge reduction is equal to half their agility. Perception. Reduces enemy dodge chance against attacks. This increases the chance of resisting negative mental effects and psychic powers. Reduces parry chance. It increases their parry. Yes, I want parry then. Surf evasive maneuvers. Actually, combat master's probably not a bad call. This is urgent. Ballistic skill, agility. Ballistic skill. Flensing Faith. Chain and power weapons. I don't think she has one of those. War Hymn. Or Furious Recital. 3 more. 3. Entirety of 3. Bolt Weapon Expert. Yeah, I'm not sure she's gonna get a different weapon by now, so... Dual weapon, no doing with durable, nothing, echo pulse, will not die. While firing heavy weapons, critical hit chances increased by 6%, their damage is increased by 18%. I think I'll actually rather take the armor pen. How high is her armor pen? Currently the armor pen is at... 25, should be at 35 now because of the buff, like the level up. Fellowship, perception, willpower. Yeah, willpower. Anytime ability to use a fellowship bonus, avoid one character can instead use the intelligence bonus. Additionally, evolving characters can always upgrade intelligence even if their archetype does not allow it. Psyker is not in the... While the Psyker is not in the target's underside, the Psyker is in cover. All resistance tests of a target suffer -16 penalty. Oh, we have Psyker Terminus. Don't need a lot to choose the correct one. Willpower. Every enemy the navigator has in their line of sight has its dodge and hit chance reduced by 6. The additional movement point. She doesn't really need the movement points. Navigator has 7 wounds at the beginning of every turn. Whenever an enemy fails the resistances, the navigator's power attacks against them have 32% critical hit chance. Navigators plus 5 fellowship and additional 1 fellowship have a navigator talent or navigator power taken. I mean, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there would be 10 fellowship. You know what, sure. I mean, what are the alternatives? Yeah, there's no good alternatives. Unicity, do you want additional damage every 5 points? No. Until the end of combat, enemies damaged by their navigators suffer an additional 7 damage from all attacks of opportunity and cannot... Unless they have been targeted by the navigators' abilities, gain +5 to all resistance tests against warp effect caused by demons, psychic towers, navigator plus until the end of combat. Whenever navigator uses a navigator but has not been used in this combat, a navigator gains +2 perception until the end of combat. You know what, the fellowship thing can't hurt. Yes, 13 fellowship, it's only gonna get better. Phew. What do you prefer to take? Fellowship, perception, ballistic skill? I suppose ballistic skill, but let me go agility. Stronger together. Well, the license Glizina's and currently have +5. Doing my power. Let me check his summary again. Okay, he has lots of coercion and demolition. Okay, Arbitr's physical training gains tough. The arbitrator gains toughness equal to half the equipped shields as block. As long as the arbitrator is more than 90. Oh yeah, right. Unless in the 3 cell radius around the arbitrator, 9% more damage. And what does it scale with? His coercion. Okay, and the rest down here is just the usual. Is it heavy weapon? Is there like a shotgun? Like proficiency stuff here? Overpower. Safety training. Prometheum treatment. Isn't Prometheum like a dude? Like a titan? Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of Prometheus. Chain weapons, bolter. Eldari weapon proficiency. Oh, you have Eldari weapon proficiency. Oh, no. Well, I mean, more toughness. Can never hurt having more toughness. Yeah, more toughness means you can take more damage.
Follow my lead.
Oh, lovely. The airlock is sealed. This isn't right. You distinctly remember never activating the seal on your way through. I know I'm about to state the obvious, but I will state it anyway. There's something off about this. Something very off. Try to open it. The control panel refuses to heed any of your commands. The mischievous machine spirits are much lively and unruly. Tried to force the airlock open. The plasteel durable enough to withstand the pressure of the interplanetary void, absorbs your hits with supreme indifference. It will take more than that to break through. Well, can we contact the ship somehow? The white noise of static is all you hear in response. Even the Vox Master cannot reply, or she is brazenly ignoring you, or comms are being jammed. None of these possibilities bode well.
Victory awaits.
My house would be proud.
You hear a strange sound that reminds you of dripping water, or the clattering of something sharp against metal. Well, given the awareness check was 95%, it seems we're
Could
doing...
have been an arbitrator, sister. Why did the Menses in the Scroll of Progenium direct you down a different path?
Because my heart burns with faith and hungers for great deeds in his name. Yours is but a list of laws.
The ventilation system still works. There are strange gouges on the metal. They look like the claw marks of some beast that was trying to crawl into the shaft. Oh yay, there's something here.
Duty prevails.
Okay, laser pistol. Shipment of law sticks. Well, I think the guy might have... offed himself.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Wait, can I still get stuff from the character? Because I would actually put stuff from Jay onto the Solomon. Well, no, it's a bit late. Because given that he seems to like... Oh. Glato, what's down here? Oh boy, unknown captain's diary. As long as it's diary, not dairy. Fire rate. So this would be 16% more damage. Yeah, but this is better. Critical hit chance if the enemy is below 50%. Yeah, that's when it's the most fun to use. Where's this? Oh yeah. Why is this not in cargo? Then put this into cargo. A thick diary filled with entries written in neat, precise handwriting. Its author was documenting the events of his life with thoroughness bordering on obsession. After browsing through its pages, the following entries catch your attention. Exodus, Watch 1. Never thought this day would come. I'm addressed as Master Captain once more. How many times did I swear never to venture into the void again during these 2 Terran years I spent among the mangled ruins of the unheralded Reckonings' bridge? Unfortunately, life in a gravity well didn't bring me peace. Reverend Hieronymus promised me that performing a selfless feat of devotion would bring me serenity. Maybe he's right, but I'm still writing in his journal during the long nights to keep me sanity, just like I did for 2 years. There, and 7 Terran years after that here. We'll see if I'll be able to live without the somewhere that is our wasteland wayfarers' destination. Exodus, Watch 237. The crew has reported hearing strange noises from the ventilation shafts for a 3rd time. Alas, I'm charged with pilgrims, not seasoned voidsmen. The venture scares them, and they've already managed to make up their share of absurd ghost stories. I asked Reverend Gravik to calm them down. He's the official head of the pilgrimage, so they ought to listen to him. Exodus, Watch 240. The vent inspection is finished. Just as expected, there was nothing to worry about, just some torn tubing striking the hull. Exodus, Watch 393. Reverend Hieronymus was wrong. Faith does not bring me peace. I prefer not to take any sides in the theological dispute that has broken out aboard our vessel. Ignore the debates altogether. I'll let Reverend Gravik handle it. I'm slightly concerned about this schism, but as long as both groups are peaceful and agree to follow my orders, they can bicker and shout all they want. Exodus, Watch 810. The great day has arrived. The Wasteland Wayfarer has successfully landed on the planet's surface. I wonder if it'll ever leave it. A settlement is already being built down the hill. Its official colonial designation is AIII 649 Minoris, but Reverend Gravik says he's going to name it Jesuvan. When we first stepped onto the surface, Reverend Gravik's congregation and the Norges used different airlocks to leave the vessel. Seems like they've seized any and all communication. Exodus, Watch 1212. Today the lost pilgrims left the Wayfarer for Jesuvan. I'm alone, once again. They invited me to go with them, but I made up an excuse about needing to keep watch at the reactor since my ship is still used for powering the settlement. Truth be told, I just didn't want to go with them. They say less than 1,000 pilgrims are still loyal to Gravik. The services at the main temple are performed by the nourishers, and the Saint Drusus statue is cut only up to its knees. I can understand their beliefs, but I don't think they'll help me more than Reverend Hieronymus' faith. Exodus, watch 1287. I was awoken in the night by a dozen pilgrims from Jesseven. They were armed and scared, and said the nourishers had arrested Reverend Gravik. They were bewildered and didn't know what to do, wanting me to act. So I did. Since Reverend Gravik is the official head of the pilgrimage, I deemed this an incident of civil unrest. I cut power to Jesseven and demanded Reverend Gravik's release via Voxcom. We are holding the line. Exodus, watch 1290. The nourishers have come to us. Gravik was with them. He was calm and said that the conflict had been resolved. He took the confused pilgrims and their guns with him, and I restored power to the settlement. I have no idea what's going on. Peace. The watch is of no consequence. Today I received a brotherly kiss, and now I believe. I can clearly see the sparrow path among the stars set for us by the Emperor Progenitor. Now I can hear my brothers and sisters. I'm finally alone no more. Okay. I feel a bit stupid not really understanding what he said, but it sounded creepy. And if it sounds creepy, it's usually not good.
I rise to the occasion.
Open this sheet. This Grok's sheet. Oh, a hand flamer. Oh, cool. Not that I really need a hand flamer, but given I already have a hand flamer.
What is that?
Ooh. The metal box was brutally forced open. Why would the ship's owners break it if they could simply turn the key? Vox Cleric.
None shall stand in my way.
Hunched over the Voxcaster, the hooded man mutters monotonously but empathetically into the machine as he rocks slightly to and fro. In the light of distant stars, our Emperor Progenitor wanders warily. With thoughts and visions of us, he sends us particles of his light. Though his body suffers, his mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him with the light of our souls, with our prayers, with our faith. Argenta frowns. The faithful worship the Emperor under a great many names and after a great many fashions, and yet I do not like this prayer. Extend the Voxcaster when they can let the planet of grace it with my prayers and put your hands off, take off your hood and don't make. Observe silently. The man falls abruptly silent, as though sensing your presence. Then he says, "And here come the afflicted." With a pale hand he throws back his hood. You see an ugly face with a flat, wide nose, disproportionately large brow ridges, irisless eyes with enormous pupils, a white toad-like mouth, and a skin that transitions to purple scales at the cheekbones. Standing before you is an abominable subhuman, a mutant. I'm not allowed to use that word. Welcome to the abode of the nourishers. 3 sorrowful phalanges point the way to the Emperor Progenitor. I'm glad you have chosen ours. We're close at the mishappened man. The being's nature has strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. The creed sees no humanity in deviations like these, and so it commands such creatures be exterminated without mercy. Who are you? The man smiles the broadest smile his abominable mouth can produce. I am Lekokte, Clamavus of the nourishers of the afflicted. I am he who speaks to our progenitor. The ship belongs to me. It was you, your companions, who sealed the airlock, was it not? My brethren have sealed the entrance, but you will be able to leave. Later. With us. We're all going to leave this place. What is it we were muttering? A prayer? I was praising the Emperor Progenitor, so that my brothers and sisters might repeat the sacred words with me. On the stars unknown, he keeps his vigil and sends us his light. He is exhausted and maimed, but in his graciousness he does not allow himself to forget us, and we are grateful. We know that our prayers will quell his agonizing hunger, and therefore we speak to him. We beckon him so that one day he and his faithful will come to us under his care. The man rocks gently in place as he makes his speech. Cassie begins to rock to and fro as slightly in sync with the man. Purple. Everything is purple. I can see. Do you mean our god, the Master of Terrace, is atop the Golden Throne, or a blasphemous petty deity of whatever cult you're in? Is there anybody else here, your brothers and sisters? The man responds with joyful laughter. They are here. They are hiding. Waiting. Once we were many, but now we are but few. Our blood degenerated. Our flesh grew weak. We are on the verge of death. But you have come, and that is good. You and your people will infuse our blood with a new power. Your ship will take the nourishers to new worlds. We will rise again. So do you mean our god? I know no god but the Emperor Progenitor. Others are either figments or ethereal flesh or spirits. Do you believe in the god Emperor, the protector of mankind who dwells on holy terror? Make your answer forthright and clear, for I stand before you as his chosen servant, and his rock trader has been anointed by him. The man's only response is a mocking grin. I see. A blasphemer. I understand this to be a trap, am I correct? Indeed, afflicted one. You have nowhere to run. The mutant shrieks, grinning. May the grace of our progenitor be upon you. His words are piercing, becoming a shrill echo of 100 voices? Minds? Growing ever louder. It torments your mind, and before you know it, you reach for your weapon.
The unworthy will be destroyed!
You hear a clanging echo growing louder in the empty modules, like hundreds of clawed limbs striking bulkheads and grabbing onto bars. Whoever is advancing upon you, there are a lot of them. You ought to run for your life before they trap you in this crammed vox cabin. Agentis' expression brightens. Countless foes in a cumbersome position. O Emperor, I thank thee for giving us another chance to taste the sweetest of battle and the solemn joy of courageous deeds. Sister, I fear we are about to partake in something quite different, or, more likely, someone is about to partake of us. Make a dash for a Voxcaster and try to contact the ship. The Voxcaster spits out a torrent of static, through which you nonetheless manage to reach fragments of words spoken by a voice not unlike that of your Voxmaster, but like command or lock. The signal is lost before you manage to say anything. Where's this righteous anger? Solid projectile, but it's not a bolter. At least I don't think it's a bolter. Is it a bolter? When hers specifically says bolt. And this is just righteous anger. Yeah, all I'm seeing is that it's a weaker, it doesn't have over penetration.
Follow my lead!
What the hell are you? Gene Stealer. On the hunt, this creature serves you what is hunting the rogue traders as party. You never know what a Gene Stealer code is capable of until they do it, or until you get too close. Well, I would prefer my tanks to be in front. I'll definitely want as this hunted. Oh, lovely. Don't want Pudzian to be in the front lines just yet, but I definitely want Cassia here. Okay, what the fuck is this thing capable of? Impact damage knocks the target prone, piercing and rending damage inflicts bleeding and slow damage and inflicts blinded on the target.
Rejoice in battle!
What do you mean dodge?
out is for the weak.
Still bleeding despite... Still bleeding despite, yeah, not having been in melee range. Okay,
One of us would be enough.
okay, he doesn't seem to be very strong
Let's
so
test our
far.
skills, Glater.
Dodge, parry, and block reduced. Yep. What do you mean dodge? I think I need protect.
The order is clear.
Well,
Victory is imminent. Indeed.
I mean, if I stand here, it can't get anywhere. Yeah, it's just completely blocked off. How much HP does it have? It only has high armor. What does this do again? Penalty to armor. 30 to 35 damage, 25 guaranteed.
It will be
It has no armor. I mean, those 5 HP aren't gonna do much. Dodge.
at your beck and call. Victory is imminent. It will be done. At your beck and call.
So what does it do? Because coordinated tremendous creature attacks an enemy for the first time in combat. Enemy must make a perception test. Okay, aberrations. Time when creature scores a critical hit, it reduces the target's armor. Oh. Switches negative effects but staggered instead of suffering. Oh, brute instincts. Focuses attention to those who are hunted. And so far, I'm not really scared of this thing.
Are flawless. Already done. Not a problem for me.
Don't want to risk a reckless strike.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy.
Yeah, well, took lots of damage. Torian voice. Yeah, this thing is weakened.
If only that were possible.
No line of sight to target. Okay, you're not going to reload, but you can shoot.
The Emperor commands.
So is it accelerated regeneration? 33% of its maximum wounds? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Okay, now back to cover with you. And now it's only Lissandra's turn.
On it.
Whenever it relays a power, one of Cyber Raven becomes immobilized. I mean, it technically is immobilized right now.
I'll see to it personally.
Yeah, what else could I do? I can try to
I'll make it
shoot the gun. We deal a lot of damage, but it's slowed. Jesus Christ. Oh, lovely, there's more of them.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
What do you mean you're burning? What the hell were you burning from? Is there no way for me to shoot? I mean, I have to reload anyways.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. For you, my emperor!
Well, what do I do with Solomorn? Is do we gain 10% of 23 levels of bleeding on the target? Yep. Yeah, that thing ain't living. Dog attack. How is it still alive? Attack again.
Leto, we're undertaking this task.
That's one gene stealer down. We'll move over here and
My place
mocking
is at the
shout. I can't say a shout like that really makes me scared of you, but
It will be done. I will do my duty.
I don't know why I keep trying to do that, thinking it's gonna do something. Can't reach it. Hit the target of a weapon damage, if inflict any damage over type ability suffers 4 instances. The Carnival of Misery is so mediocre. Are you burning? No.
Already done.
Saw an enemy. And now Cassia, you follow the team. No one stays on their own. "18 temporary wounds, yeah. Yeah, but what else do I do? Don't need the additional one. I have line of sight at enemies, so I'd like to make an immediate single attack against a random enemy within the zone. Yeah, not much else for her to do here.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
I have strategy. Subraven immediately heals to full. So the combat over can really attacking psychic powers through their Raven. Imagine using this on the Raven and just hitting everyone. Oi oi oi.
I'll see to it personally.
There's nothing I can do, like, with her.
Injury is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
Okay. Okay, cool. My bird just instantly died. That's, very cool. Abelard, for your own sake, I recommend you leave. Not yet. Not yet. Great, there's the second gene stealer. Where's that one gonna come from?
One of us would be enough.
Yeah, you protect.
Rejected.
Rejected. Yeah.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
I mean, there's nothing I can do here. I mean, I can throw the grenade.
Accepted.
The bird is sadly already dead, so... Over here, because then you block
Follow
everything.
my lead.
Yeah, and Glato following, yeah.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. Indeed.
And they still have no armor, just ridiculously high.
It will be done.
Or, dodge.
Victory is imminent.
Okay. When Pudzian can't reach. Oh, he very much can, okay. It's just I'm in the way. Meet the burb.
Suits my purposes. Not a problem for me.
Fragility. Okay, I have all of those. 42% hit, a chance to hit.
Nothing I can't do.
I mean, yeah, it has 95% dodge chance.
Emperor, give me strength. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Pudzian stronger.
If I may,
Stronger and let him have
I am a navigator,
turn.
not a servitor.
Oops, 75% looks more like it.
All too easy. Watch and learn.
Okay, it's bleeding. Because
Already done.
Pudzian inflicts bleeding with that hammer somehow.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
95%, are you mad? %, plus 30% of its wounds.
I refuse.
Target is too far. Cool.
Who, if not me?
Why is it running away? Is that what it should have done, but it couldn't because oh, and it healed and now it's coming back, okay.
I've suffered worse.
Dodge. Ay.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Okay.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I
Agent, I need you to continuously shoot this damn thing.
I'll do it.
Oh, and they run away. And then after they run away... Oh, I see the tactic. I see the tactic they're doing.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I see exactly what the hell they're doing.
Faith without deeds
Oh, I
is
hate
worthless.
this.
I refuse.
So I have to corner this thing somehow. How the fuck am I going to do that?
Moving into position.
I would prefer to do this without hitting Abelard.
I'll take it as a priority. Glato, we're undertaking this task.
15% levels. Yeah.
One of us would be enough.
Protect. I did do protect, didn't I?
Waste of time.
Can't be used again this turn. Then why did it do it again?
Understood.
Careful.
Careful.
My duty.
Yeah, I need to somehow get behind the guy or instantly kill him next
At your
turn.
beck and call. Indeed.
So is it just going to continuously recharge?
Who thought that was a good idea?
You were the one hitting it. 301 HP, that's still too much.
Suits my purposes.
Okay, now Pudzian got... Okay, this doesn't tell me what he got, it just tells me he got something. Cool beans.
Nothing I can't do.
Reckless strike.
Not a problem for me. Ah, another clean strike.
Yeah, no, it just runs away. Why my bird? Why my bird on floor? Just looking.
Battlefields are always drowned in
My bird
scarlet.
just on floor looking, do nothing.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Who could use a voice of... Yeah, sure. He could. Is anybody bleeding or burning? Could anybody use the extra turn? Could Pudzian use the extra turn? No. Could Abelard use the extra turn? Could Solomon? Argenta maybe? No. No one can use the extra turn. Well, what do I do now?
It's as good as done.
Herb.
I'll see to it personally.
And nothing else I can do. Like, what is there to do? Oh, they're healing back to full. Cool. So is it permanent? No, only when they're below 50% HP. Okay.
Doubt is for the weak.
If I use all of this, it should be get me down to... Yeah. It dodged everything. What do you mean it dodges everything? What do you mean it dodges everything?
I'll do it.
Fucking 95% dodge chance.
Hold the formation.
Fucking 95% dodge chance. Well, now it only has 72. Oi, oi, oi.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
Stop fucking running. Accelerated regeneration. So it's just going to continuously do this until it eventually dies.
Qualify your order.
That's cool. That's cool.
The order is clear.
It's just going to continuously heal back up. Because it can. Why can you walk so much, Abelard? Well, I didn't want to run away. Okay. 3 powerful phalanges. Who said I wanted to leave already? Jefferson. Okay, so there was a gene stealer cult. I wanted to actually kill them all. Didn't think that this would mean I would already escape. Oh well. A small planet gently wrapped in amber forest greets you with a ruby-colored dawn. Basil von dem Clerch, the local governor, gives the rook trader a warm welcome. After several glasses of Damascene, the sweltering ruler asks if Mariusz Pudzianowski van Valencius would like to keep him company during the upcoming hunt. Sure. After several hours of riding the local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of a golden forest. Basil von dem Clerch points at the sky. A flat disk rises over the horizon, constantly morphing its color and shape. The forest grows silent and empty. You can no longer hear the singing of birds or even the rustle of wind. The governor nods with satisfaction, and a few shapes step into the clearing. The bodies are twisted by an unknown phenomenon, and you watch the freaks with astonishment as they begin to dance to the throaty cackling of the brethren, turning the bony growths and pulsating flesh of the scaly hand toward the unnatural thing in the sky. First, you don't hear a single bird. Ask the governor what is going on. The governor smiles coyly, about to see with your own eyes what is happening here. Bony bursts of pulsating flesh. Watch in silence. The hypnotic dance seemed to continue forever. The unfortunate creatures howled, whined, and convulsed, unable to tear their bleeding eyes from the celestial body. When the Pavonine disk outshone even the light of the local star, the physical shells of the things that used to be men burst, releasing beasts onto this plane that not even the most fluent and capable pen could describe. Basil von der Clerch excitedly explains that the creatures you saw are the children of the great king of distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle his chariot shines its light upon the world and bestows transformations upon his most ardent followers. The rook trader may become one of his heralds. I appreciate the offer, but I gotta dip. The senior officers observe suspicious activity emanating from a twisted celestial body at the heart of the system. The chaplain advises you to get ready for a potential encounter with the spawn of the arch-enemy, so it may be wise to reconsider this your holy relics sacred walls of blessed effigies of the Emperor. A flame with a plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disc trembles slightly beyond the endless windows on the captain's bridge as the rook trader ship approaches its center. An otherworldly force, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? The officers on the bridge look around, perplexed. Their eyes are full of terror and confusion. Many clutch their heads and let out long howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs, but most, pale and exhausted though they are, have joined the Lord Captain in resisting the entity's influence. Ask who are you talking to, and this flow of images fills your consciousness. You see horrifying scenes of millions of tortured souls. The screams rend your mind. Their pain pierces you with 1,000 red-hot needles. King, ruler, the one who is obeyed. That's all you can make sense of, although you see much more. Command the entity release the minds of the Amber Worlders from its grip. The king's mocking laughter rings in your ears, and a deep trickle runs slowly from your nose and over your lips, leaving an aftertaste of salt and metal. Hello, Angie. Overship White Thousand Voice Prayer Service over holy relics for the protection of the Amber World, the Imperium, and your own souls. Oh, we got twice as many back. Deafening gong strikes are heard across hundreds of discs. Your eyes are misted with red and your gums bleed as your subjects fall to their knees all at once in a shared prayer to the God Emperor. The holy relics on the ship's temples melt from the ardor of your speech, and the entity screams and writhes inside your brain, struggling to break out. Many drop dead during the first minutes of the prayer, unable to resist the corruption. However, others immediately take their place, unfazed by the sight of their fellows turning to dust in seconds. Then a nauseating stench engulfs the ship's decks like a wave, causing people to retch forth their innards. Finally, every deck is plunged into darkness. Ghosts of the past walk among the living, stealing breath from those weak of spirit, and still the prayer is not extinguished. It is hard to tell if the prayer service has lasted several hours or several days. At some point, you feel your very essence overflow with heat and power, and then the intruding will falters. The distorted disc vanishes from the void ship's orcas, as if it had never been there, and at long last, everything is quiet. As everyone slowly recovers from what just happened, reports begin to come in from the captain's bridge. You lost a third of your crew in an unequal fight, and the fortunate survivors are going to take quite some time to come around. All hail the rogue traders. The golden forests of Ember look enchanting even from orbit. Proximity of the sovereign of Ember World. From that moment, the world belonged to the rogue trader alone. Your people eradicated settlements as housing and the unclean followers of the profane cult. The corruption instilled by the King of Distortion loosens its grip, and the estates of the Ember Worlds can breathe a sigh of relief thanks to the efforts of their new ruler. Yet malicious servants of the arch-enemy still lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to wrap the planet in a web of heresy. Evil does not simply disappear without a trace. Well, let's leave it alone for now, and we need to repair. 2 plasteel. Oh yeah, this one gave 7 plasteel, if I remember. Yeah, I have to go there. Yeah, if I get... Okay, I need 1 more mechanisms, but that's actually not what I need. I need plasteel. Yeah, I mainly need 5 plasteel, so let me get 5, like the 7 plasteel from here. And then on this planet, blocks project bonfires of righteousness. Yeah, but this gives me 2 profit factor, and I get frequency of faith, which gives everybody more critical hit chance. Okay. I know it hasn't been too long, Angie, but how's it going, man? How is it going? Yeah, let's get this down to us to at least unsafe. Chart new routes, we're just gonna give me 1, right? Yeah. Just showered in shade of your fresh as fuck. Hell yeah. An unidentified object has been located in the system. The artifact vectors our transmissions by releasing unknown radiation, most likely of Xeno origin. The cogs are reporting. If you want to get a closer look, we need to close the distance between the vessel and the object. Oh, and before I forget this, so, J, girl, hey. Take this off. Take this off. In 20% died. Yeah, take this off. You can keep that. Plus 10 bonus to tech use. Hey, give me all of these things that you have. armor do you have? Reactivate rage is increased by 2. When they reactivate, they will gain 16 temporary wounds. Plus 20 to cohesion. Yep. He could use this. Wait. What's the point of this? Plus 15 Medicae. Oh, he only has 30 Medicae. Tech use. His tech use is 30. Tech use is 30. Plus 10 to awareness. Plus 10 to all characteristics. Also Medicae. 30. Tech use 85. Oh yeah, these I can just put into cargo because I sure as hell am not gonna use them. Heavy leather armor. Nope, add to cargo. However, have this and this, so now you can use all your grenades and I don't have to worry. Higher dodge chance, very nice. Who could use the higher Medicae? If the where is an overseer? Using the arch, is he even an overseer? He is an overseer, yeah. I mean, 4 temporary wounds is not that much, but his tech use, Medicae, these are the only things I can get out of this, right? Medicae 30, tech use 30. 2% more damage is barely worth it. Oh, this is intelligence. His intelligence is 35. The word doesn't use any abilities. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's not that good when it's warmer. Oh, Jesus. Okay, take off all of these grenades. I need these grenades. In case you're wondering what I just had, I had a leftover lillet that my mom made, and it's not that good when it's warm. Well, not warm, but warmer. It gives plus 5% chance of reducing incoming warp damage by half for each point of deflection. And he has 1 deflection. Plus 10 to commerce and lower Imperium, of which both are low for him. Homie, do you have anything useful on you? Well, I could... Oh, he has a modified crack grenade. And that is a regular crack grenade. Yeah, this'll do. This'll do. Okay, we're over here. Hulk. Yes. Yes. Okay, nothing here, just more XP. Nothing. Okay. Xeno artifact, that's always a... What is this planet? Snow World. Okay, it has Promethium. At first it looked like the snowy and desolate planet was devoid of surprises, but the yellow and orange flickering of the lumens and the notifications from the augur system informed officers there was a small colony that survived in spite of the harsh climatic conditions. All attempts to heal the colony have failed. Let's send the scouting party. Explorers report the dismal conditions of the settlement and its inhabitants. Their skin is translucent and pale, their icy blue eyes see practically no color. The language is rough and guttural, and their stomachs cannot tolerate anything except a stew made from local roots and mosses. And yet they are subjects of the Imperium, still loyal to the Emperor. They've mistaken your people for his emissaries. What happened here? The local elders woefully reminisced about times long gone. Most of them were still sheltered in their mothers' wombs when snow first settled on the verdant fields. Hail ruined the crops and frost hardened the soil. Plants and large beasts that could not sustain themselves were the first to go. They were soon followed by birds and other small animals. Most people in large cities perished, unable to warm themselves and their families. They say the governor and his entourage left the world in the first days of winter, taking all the provisions and fuel with them. No one responded to the pleas from this dying world. The stars remained deaf to the messages transmitted by the planet's Vox stations. These abandoned subjects of the Imperium still managed to save the machines and other valuables, but they were of little use without a supply of promethium. And yet those who survived eventually adapted to the tribulations that the God Emperor had bestowed upon them. Take any machinery from the colony? No. Give unfortunate people a gift of information and send tech beasts to perform the rites of generator maintenance. When the moor of the first generator belched forth a furious roar and black ash started falling from the sky instead of snow, the locals laughed and danced, trying to warm their limbs after decades of cold. They called down blessings upon their unseen savior, a rogue trigger from the One Valancius dynasty, and thanked the God Emperor for the fortuitous encounter. Cool. Mechanicus creations, melee weaponry, Mechanicus. The explorer's departure was accompanied by shouts of grateful approval, not to mention their many parting gifts. Yeah. You're welcome. Always happy to help. Oi. Look out. Breach. We have an unknown object dead ahead. Not an asteroid. Clearly artificial in nature, but it's not in Footfall Station. Bridge, copy that. Report relayed to his officer on duty and pilots. Except visual soon. We have visual. What the Look out. This is Voxmaster. This is the Voxmaster. I'm adding the pilot, senior officers, and the Lord Captain to his channel. His Lordship wishes to assume personal command. Lord Captain, we have requested intel on the object from the Augur array module, awaiting the response. Lord Captain on the line. No need to engage the Augurs. Know what it is. It's called the Webway Gate. Office station. Van Kellogg's here. What we see before us is a webway gate, an artifact that Xenos used to get to their sorcerer's realm, so to speak. It allows Eldari to get around the sector quickly and serves as a hideout for the most unpleasant tribe, the Drukari, whom you have already met. Is there an augur report? According to available data, the object consists of an unknown material of foreign to the Imperium. We are registering an unknown class of energy profile. The agencies are at a loss about how this technology works exactly, but it did specify that the energometry suggests that the system is holding an active charge. The object appears ready to do whatever it's designed to. What's the senior officer's take on this? Can we activate this device somehow? Requesting response from the Engineerium. Apologies, Captain. The tech priests have refused even to consider such a possibility. It would be a violation of the Omnissiah's tenets and an extremely dangerous undertaking. All weapons firearm the object. Enough mysteries for changing course and moving out. I mean, if I shoot it, I could potentially risk angering the Eldari and the Drukari, and I don't think I really want to do that. Changing course and moving out. Can I see what we see for as a webway gate? An artifact as Xenos used to get to their soul system, so that it allows Eldari to get around the sector quickly and says that a hideout. We're changing course. Any changes in the construct? Awaiting response, no changes to take. What are your orders? Do my officer have anything to say? Changing course. I'm curious, what happens if I attack it? Yes, I'm safe scumming. It can't know this the objective. Batteries targeting firing 3, 2, 1. Confirming contact with the object. Good throw. Report. No effect. I don't know what this thing is made of, but our weapons are powerless against it. Oh, well, we're leaving then, I guess. And I'm going to shamelessly save scum. As if nothing happened. Any changes? No, we're just gonna leave this thing be. I mean... Oh, ship components. Water. Yeah, I don't want to risk more of the navigators is inside. Ooh. Another watch aboard the Voyager has come to an end. The Lord Captain, having given his final orders for the day, retired to his chambers for some divine rest. However, the rotator's slumber was disturbed by horrific nightmares plaguing his mind. Fate wrenched the Lord Captain out of his clutches of these agonizing warp dreams, only for him to witness the nightmares seeping through the flimsy membrane of the Gallow field and taking physical shape in the ship's sanctorum. True battle. Oh, we're fighting! Oh, that's cool! It's free XP. I mean, yeah, the Kazup took some damage, but yay! The fuck? Overexerted.
Victory awaits! I'll see you destroyed!
Lower deck rebel. Oh, Pudzian himself has to fight, okay.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
I mean, shouldn't be too annoying.
Already done. Then your value has been lost.
Is that a fucking Slaneshi Daemonette? Guys, so this stream is now 18 plus.
Nothing I can't do.
Yeah, this stream is now 18 plus. I recommend if you're still schmoll that you don't watch this. Ow.
That was
2 damage. So am I gonna need Pudzian to fight all of these on his own? Or am I gonna get like help soon?
Minds exist only to be broken. Look out.
Lower deck rebel.
Give in to sensation.
You're really trying to... You really think you have a chance against Pudzian here.
Emperor, protect me.
I can handle this.
Okay, why the fuck is everybody fighting Pudzian? Oh. Oh, Abelard, my beloved. Horrors of the warp.
Nothing I can't do.
Okay, I definitely need
Not a problem for me.
these guys here dead. Both.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy. Another clean strike.
Shit, was hoping he would kill. Okay, Abelard.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Reduced to dust.
Really, you survive with 1 HP.
Victory is imminent.
You folks.
I will do my duty. It will be done. Quick!
No, don't focus on Pudzian. How are you guys missing everything?
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Oh, they dealt 0 damage.
Protect me.
3 damage to Pudzian.
Give in to sensation.
way. I can't stand it.
Okay, at least those guys are focusing on Abelard. Argenta, you coming in clutch.
I took care of this one.
Your timing couldn't be better.
Indeed.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Oh really? You're the one who decided to dodge here. Okay. Why is she burning?
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Oh, okay, I didn't know reloading provokes attacks of opportunity from adjacent enemies. Okay. What is this debuff? Aura of elation. For each demon that nearby creatures suffer. Oh, he's weaker. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, this was bad.
Suits my purposes.
Okay, Pudzian might be dead.
Do what it takes.
Oh, thank you. Can you continue doing that?
Emperor, protect me.
Ow. Oof. I mean, those guys are burning to death. Okay, everyone here except this one Technomat is dead, so just bonk the guy. Just bonk.
I took care of this one. Reduced to dust. It will be done.
Yeah, let
Faith shields me.
Why are you burning?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Why is Argenta burning?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Do again ballistic scare, critical damage, and critical chance.
Doubt is for the weak.
You survived a bolt or two, presumably the head. How do you just not give a shit?
Rejoice in battle. As the Emperor commands.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
I mean, just sounded just slightly late, but better late than never.
I'll make it happen.
Bird!
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Why does it tell you it's a bad idea? I don't know, is there anybody worth blinding? Not really, they're mostly just rebel. Well then, since you guys wanted Pudzian dead,
Protecting me was your biggest mistake.
I mean, they wanted Pudzian dead.
Absolutely not. Nothing I can't do. I'll live another day.
What? That was a very weak grenade. Dog tag. Oh yeah, Pudzian has more damage now, yeah.
A tactically sound approach.
1 HP.
Victory is imminent.
This is unacceptable. Replicated.
Yeah, no, just this one guy. Just yell at him.
Your end was inevitable.
Alright, I mean, free loot. Yeah, it's free loot. Not particularly good loot, but it's free loot. Now I know what happens when I do things on unsafe. Sorry, this wasn't unsafe, this was dangerous. Colony Fallstone is biggest. Wait, what do you mean Colony Fallstone? I bring woeful news, Captain. Prelate Hectarius of the Order of the Hammer has sadly passed away. Immediately after the launch of the orbital Voxspire, he entered the halls of recording and, having sat on the command throne, was granted a vision. For over 3 days, Prelate Hectarius preached about Saint Cognatius being reincarnated in a body made from the saint's own holy relics. The spiritual feat depleted Prelate Hectarius' strength, and he peacefully departed for the Emperor's throne shortly after the sermon's conclusion. The Order Elders believe that this is a sign to be St. Cognatius' relics, currently stored on the planets throughout the expanse, must be brought together. The Order is preparing for the election of a new prelate, under whose guidance it will undertake this holy mission. The majority of the votes are divided between Prioress Lugnalia, well known for her fervor, and the merciful Solar Tychon. The minority of the Order sees the Oikonomos Nigmas, a humble and reasonable man, as their prelate. Doesn't Prelate Hectarius' death not strike you as odd? I'm afraid it does not. The esteemed Hectarius began his service as a battle missionary, and has long grown weary of the peaceful life befitting a man his status. He yearned for a worthy spiritual fate, and, when presented with the chance to serve as the voice of a saint, he gave what little strength remained. When he died, he was exhausted, but content. How does the Order intend to carry out St. Cognatius' old mission? The Conclave aims to procure all the relics that once belonged to St. Cognatius, all that can possibly be procured. Given that the saint is a legendary figure, many items in the Coronis Expanse have an alleged connection to him. However, it seems unlikely that any of the relics his owners will be eager to part with them. The answer to the question of how the Order of the Hammer is going to retrieve them depends on the identity of its next prelate. Want to know more about the candidates? Prioress Lugnalia was converted by Hectarius on one of the heathen worlds. She then served as his bodyguard for many years, and eventually became the protector of the Order's reliquary and the leader of its military branch. As for Brother Tychon, he is an aristocrat by birth. He had an excellent education and could have lived in luxury had he not renounced secular life for the sake of aesthetic vows. He is intelligent, thoughtful, well-read, and, most importantly, genuinely merciful. Few things can be said about the Oikonomos Nigmas. He has never been famous for prowess about his sermons, but the monastery has never wanted for anything on his watch. He is a most reasonable and unobtrusive individual. 2 more profit factor, though. Will companions say, I have sympathy for Prioress Lugnalia. Let her meet with Reverend Hieronymus on footfall. Should he accept her as a worthy leader, we ought to support her. A careful and sensible Oikonomos sounds like a safer bet to me than a fanatic or a clever aristocrat. The voices say that he has a few paltry secrets, and knowledge of these secrets guarantees us his loyalty. Brother Tychon, he and I have met back when he was called Tychon Driftstem. He wasn't a monk back then. He was a grandson and heir to Urb and governor of Targonus. An honorable young man with a spark in his eyes. His ascension would mean much to the Drifstems. The 3 of them together would make a passable prelate. I mean it. None of the contenders can match the late Hectorius in authority, so regardless of whom you select, the others are unlikely to accept them as their new superior. Without complaint. You should bind them with oaths and compel them to work together. Let Nugnalia meet with Hieronymus del Rosso. If he approves her candidature, we have a support ability that hosts drives from strength for the system we project again. Idiro uncover some linguist sequence and need an obedient prelate. Blessed by the Triad of the Hammer, and I get 5 more persuasion. Just get more of the Drusians, which I can do without. Security and profit. Tycon. Brother Tycon. Wasn't a monk, but he was grandson and heir to Urban Governor of Targonus. Converted by Hector as one of the heathen wills, for many years and became protector of the Order's reliquary and the lead of its military branch. Actually, you know what? Yeah, haven't worked together. Each of us has their strengths and weaknesses, so let them complement one another. Although surprised, Hectorius' successor saw the unorthodox decision as a sign. The late prelate's 3-day sermon, along with the appointment of 3 new heads of the order, might point to 3 being a number of genuine relics of Saint Cognatius, still remaining in the expanse. Energized by momentous shifts in the life of the planet, the prelates, now styling themselves as the Triad of the Hammer, eagerly set out the search for the sacred objects. Okay, cool. More efficiency, more stuff here. Ooh, we lost lots of stuff here. Cemetery of the Faithful. Yep. More complacency. But I can live with the double smile. Smile. Hello, welcome back, the Fort of Baths. Thank you for the 2 biddies. Enemies of humanity. Oh yeah, I remember this. We were here before, I think. 8 plasteel. 8 plasteel is quite a good amount. And so, grilled cheese and soup. Oh, grilled cheese. Reminds me of me and my dad ate in Junior's, very good restaurant in New York, and my dad had a Reuben's, which was super good, and we ate at Cuts. Cuts is really good. Like, if you ever get to New York, eat Cuts. It's worth the $30 for a sandwich, because holy shit, there's just so much meat on that, so much pastrami. Charred ruins have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building materials, layout, and passages betray their Xenos origin. There are currently no signs of Xeno activity on the planet, and the ruins seem to be abandoned. The cheese grilled that sandwich. I wish to eat the pastrami. I made pastrami once, actually. It's really good. It was quite tasty. I think I made a few mistakes, but it was also my very first time making a pastrami. But pastrami is good. Take some rye bread, pastrami, cut some pastrami, put some mustard on that, second rye bread, and just enjoy yourself. That's how I ate it, and it was really good. So good. Run a detailed scan. The burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found in the heart of the ruins. The pilot's remains are badly damaged. It would seem the shuttle smashed into the building at full speed, causing the fire that destroyed it. Sister Genta believes the crew has found remains of a martyr who sacrificed himself to protect humanity from the Xenos threat. She plans to erect a monument and hold a service in their honor. J. Hidori is impressed by the dead pirates' bravery and believes they would have honored to save their equipment, serve new generations, fight against Xenos and heretics. Kibala claims that the pilots' fierce and fearless spirit has not departed their remains to go to the Undying One. She proposes to honor the year and decorate the bow of the flagship with their So do we get the equipment or do we build a monument? You know what? We're gonna be building the monument because I like to believe it's like the Polish people building a statue for some important Polish person back then. So you know what, Sister Genta? Hundreds of crew members disembarked to honor the nameless hero, while many more remain on board to listen to a voxcast of the liturgy in the somber gloom of the decks. Even though the pilot's name is unknown, their sacrifice will be remembered in the hearts of the Imperium's true children. Yay, we got 1,000 better relations with the Drusians. Not like it really matters, but we do. We do. Upgrade hull. Upgrade ram. Dated wham. Gonna be use of torpedo tubes mounted on the prow. Oh, okay. Okay, it makes sense. The prow needs to have fighters. This is why I didn't know.
Get in the car, we're leaving this out now. Wat? The impossible. This is not the car. No. I am with purple.
No. No. Everyone get in the car now. Oh, what the... Yeah, sure, let's upgrade the hull even more. So we have 210 HP. Everyone get in the car now. A Vision member of the Ogre crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered and shows no signs of being crewed. Send out a boarding shuttle. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Eldari corpses. No weapons were found on board, and the dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior case, merely the crew of the now defunct ship. Oh, okay. If we forget in the car now. So am I gonna be able to fight this, or is this gonna be another safe scum out of there because I'm not strong enough yet? If we forget in the car now. So am I the only one who doesn't like... I mean, okay, this is Germany. Germany's weird in this regard anyways. But, Germany is addicted to, high, like very, not fuzzy, very, high carbonated drinks, or, well, particularly high carbonated water. And I don't understand why. Medium carbonation is more than enough for me. Even that is almost kind of too much for me. And then everybody here in Germany is like, yes, we want our high amounts of carbonation. I'm just like, I hate this.
Let us purge your enemies, rogue trader.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no. Yeah, I see already. Yeah, no, I can't fight those. I can not fight those. I am not of fighting those. So we're just gonna fuck off from the system. No, not back to bridge. This isn't what I wanted to do. Everyone, we are leaving the... Get in the car now. We are leaving this town now. I didn't mean to get on board. Hermit purple. Yeah, we're just fucking dipping. Call me a chip, cause I'm fucking dipping. Okay. Yeah, it's dangerous, but I need to conserve my insight. Damage taken. Oh, come on, we're fighting again. Ah, that's what I get for fighting on dangerous. So, what is the issue? So, what am I going to fight? Void spawn?
About time.
Oh! Oh, it's two plague berries. Hey Fartbath, I found your companions. Get it? The joke is that it's plague berries and your name is Fartbath. So I was trying to be funny, because fart and Nurgle. You know, it's meant to be funny. 5 damage is all you're capable of? Really? We'll do a fulminating shot. Does it count as burst? Because I don't know if it counts as a... I mean, it is an area attack. Nurgle do be your favorite. Papa Nurgle. Papa Nurgle. Does it still count? Yeah, it still counts. Good.
Glato, we're undertaking this task.
Okay.
One of us would be enough.
Woof, 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 woof. Oh, Abelard is... he's been toxified. No, he's toxic.
I'll do it.
Well, let's see if Argenta's gonna hit
As
it.
the Emperor
You didn't fall. What is this? Contempt. Whenever the wearer attacks the warrior's next melee attack against that enemy deals an additional 8 damage. Does the bonus 2 that ally gains a one-time additional momentum of 14. You know what, Pudzian?
Me? If you insist, Lord
Pudzian,
Captain.
just have some fun.
Too easy. Nowhere to hide. Suits my purposes.
Decay for Nurgle. Decay for Nurgle.
Isn't this a job
Decay
for
for
the serfs?
Nurgle. Decay for Nurgle. What buffs does she give again? The percent of slaughter. No. Infusing. There was something with her staff. Infusing. Yeah, +7 to all characteristics, yeah. This guy is tanky. Is it a wise idea to use
Who, if not
to use the warp against warp enemies. Oh yeah, I forgot if I use warp stuff against them. Yeah, right.
I'll see to it personally.
It's only once, right? Yeah.
I won't compromise my principles.
Oh, actually, we have a very high veil. Decoration. In that case, com gun. Lysandra and the com gun.
I'll pass.
I'll pass. Okay, saw
Not a
an
problem
enemy.
for me.
Reckless abandon. Are you bleeding or something? No. Sadly.
Already done.
Do 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 do.
You don't stand a chance.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh, they're super weak. What is that? They're trying to hit my fucking bird.
Yourself, Avalon.
Brace yourself for what,
Follow
Abalord?
my lead.
You're not even taking damage from this.
I took care of this one.
He's acting like, ooh, this is so difficult for me, I can barely handle this. You're not doing anything.
That's not the Seneschal's job. At your beck and call.
It's distraction. Yeah, yeah, I really put him into a horrendous...
Someone else can do this.
Someone else can do this.
I will do my duty.
Someone else can do this. I don't want to do this. What do you mean second wind? What the fuck do you mean second wind? Torment of Fury. Solomon Rose lost stacks of Fury. His critical chance damage out and dodge reduction. How much Fury does he have? He has 1 stack of Fury whenever Glato suffers damage. Oh.
The guilty will fall.
He on floor.
Understood.
Go Glato, have fun.
I'll take it as a priority. The order is clear.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, good job. Good job, Glato. I forgot the dog can follow. How many plagued undead are they gonna send my way?
The enemies of the
Especially
Emperor
given
will
it's
be
just
undone.
like I'm just killing them instantly right here. Yeah, there's okay. Oh, this guy lives. Oh, you actually live? What the fuck?
I'll do it.
Lives with 2 HP.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Damn, you deal no damage with that.
Doubt is for the weak.
How come it deals no damage? Are undead just super tanky? Oh, you're burning, girl. And the
I'm afraid not.
target is too far.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Okay, then remove that, then you have another turn. Overkill. Overkill.
If I may.
Okay, if I move the bird,
I'll make it happen.
and then
I'll
blind
see to
them,
it personally.
is to again immobilized. So yeah, one of you guys is immobilized,
make it
and
happen.
now we kill them. Was there any point in me wasting my time like this? Nope. The cum gun. You're not moving. The cum gun is stronger.
Regret this.
I mean, these guys are just like,
Suits my purposes. Little value has been lost.
Pudzian Shomkun.
Nothing I can't do.
Pudzian Shomkun. Valar, what do I do with you?
My place is at the
Charge.
reduced to dust.
Okay, there's, I think, one more guy left. Yeah, up here. Oh, two, sorry. Oh, I should give Solomon the perk where he shoots back. Oh, wait, more plagued undead? How many of you do I have to kill?
We've got a job to do, Glato. It won't take long. Let's test our skills, Glato.
Plato, can you do that again?
Orders, clear one less.
Okay, what can I do here with Argenta? 0%? 0% this? No.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I can do this attack for free.
That is not the Emperor's will. As the Emperor commands, I act. I refuse.
Now we do a...
Faith without deed. Judgment.
It feels so extra to do this. Okay, there's those three guys over there.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I'll see to it personally.
Burb. Burb do shock. No, I'm not gonna do that. 2 to 6 damage.
That is foolishness. Do not
Yeah.
dare ask.
Yeah, sorry for me suggesting a melee range.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain, another foe painted black. In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail!
Literally only doing this so I can do this again. The only issue is there's this single guy left.
Don't let your
But I'll
guard
just use the
down.
com gun.
Never stood a chance.
Wait, there's a new one!
It's as good as done.
Where the fuck did your cum sock come from?
Who if not me?
fucking dør.
I'll make it happen.
Oh, that was a very bad idea.
Another enemy down.
Okay, is this finally it? They will keep respawning, won't they? Yeah, move here. Plagued undead. Is this actually gonna end at one point, or am I stuck in this until I don't know, flee? Can I even flee? It's technically the door here, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to continuously fight this. Not that I mind, it's more gameplay.
An expected result.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith.
0% hit chance, and I do it regardless.
Is a prayer.
For a 0% chance, that was.
As the Emperor
Those were
commands,
hits.
I act.
0% my ass.
All too easy. Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath. Already done.
And fuck off.
Chance?
Might as well give me my high momentum. Okay, there's no one here. Hey dog. Dog. Is this truly it now, or? Oh, what was that? On vileness and salvation. The yellow pages of this tattered pamphlet give off the sickly sweet smell of rot. How is that sweet? The universe is drenched in foul blood and rampant profligacy. Disgrace, immortality, and lies permeate the air around every world. Agony, suffering, and pain thrive within us. Submit, repent, and accept your fate, to live and die in vileness and villainy. This omnipresent sickness pierces the void that stretches between suns and worlds. All of existence, however perpetual or unshakable it may seem, will one day witness its demise and turn to dust. The cities of today will become ruins of tomorrow. The rosy-cheeked maiden will turn into a filthy hag, and a soldier who walks the battlefield for the first time will forever stay there, sinking into the bloody, decaying mass of countless others. But open yourself to the truth. If depravity, filth, and vileness are eternal to all-encompassing, then they are things worth bowing to. And therein lies our hope. By resigning ourselves to the rotten deformity of existence and embracing all of its profanity, we can be honest and sincere with our nature. We can evade the doom of oblivion and become one with eternity. Having trodden throughout the world's putrescence and recognized its morbid and irredeemable wretchedness, we can perceive the soft and curative warmth of the future, most merciful of faiths. And thus, at last, we can discover the path of salvation into the caring embrace of the great unclean one, to his rotting and all-accepting heart, where there is a place for any true believer. Yay, Papa Nurgle! Papa Nurgle. We love Papa Nurgle. We love Papa Nurgle. At least I'm getting all these weapons. Can never go wrong with all these weapons. Cause see, all these weapons mean add to cargo. Which means profit factor, not profit factor, cargo. Oh, it's already 1:25 a.m. Jesus. The vessels confessors report discontent among their flock. During the traditional ceremony for departure, a ritual chandeliers as 100 candles were snuffed out at once. The missionaries attribute this incident to an open ventilation shaft, but the voidsmen noticed it and were whispering up an ill omen, fearing the woes that may soon come. Sanctified achievers of the voyage of 1 more extra time. The holy procession in full accordance with Ecclesia's liturgical canon rekindled the faith in the voidmen's hearts and renewed their belief in the God Emperor's benevolent power. The whispers subsided, and the crew is ready to face the potential dangers with courage and favor. Well, we don't really have a safe passage. Yeah, okay. Mundus Valentius. But it got impacting the person prevent the vessel from returning to real space. Oi. I mean, I will have to get there eventually, so let's make this path safe. Enemies of humanity that we can probably not fight. Phlogiston. Can I reach that planet without having to fight? I can, just barely. And there's nothing here. Feudal world. I don't know, when I hear feudal world, I'm thinking of, you know, feudal age, like, Age of Empires. Oh wow, there was almost nothing in this one. Diraclus. Smuggler's cache. A space combat awaits in this system. I mean, I have to go to one of my planets. Visit the Forgotten Twin Star System. I've already been there. Let's play football with... oh yeah, Janos. We have to go there as well. Ursello Prophecy. Approach the Warp Reef. Yay, yeah, we already did this one. Yay. Wait, one down there. I mean, a path here being safe. Yeah, check the Orselio Prophecy, go to the Colony planet, and I think then we're gonna be done for today. Oh, not a burning planet. Okay. Flood victims. It appears that a large void ship recently dumped a huge load of junk and faulty parts from orbit. The debris that did not burn up in the atmosphere is now blocking the flow of a mighty river. This dam is causing the river to overflow, flooding the nearby valley. A herd of large-hoofed rodents has gathered along the riverbanks. If animals lose their usual habitat, they are doomed. The Lord Captain declares a great hunt. The animals cannot flee and are virtually defenseless, and the valuable meat and pelts were both quite useful. The Lord Captain orders... Listen, because NG's here, I can't kill the rats, so we're taking care of the river. It takes many planetary turns and hundreds of crew members to remove the heap of trash and unclog the river, letting the waters flow freely once more. The rodents run back to the pastures without much so as a backward glance at the people who saved them. Yeah, I saved the rats. The rats don't know who I am, but I saved the rats. I saved los ratones. The burning world looks different from the rest. There are little islands of blue amidst the boundless ocean of crimson and gold, places where natural gases tint the fire a different color. Now that you know what you're looking for, your augurs easily locate traces of the mysterious underground constructions. Oh, that's it? Just... Oh yeah, we know what it's there. Okay, more fuel. Right, the pirates. These guys I should be able to fight. I hope.
I stand ready to serve you and the Imperium.
Oh, it's just one ship. Okay, I mean... Next ship scans an enemy ship to highlight its weak points. Aha, so your weak point is right over there, okay. Well, the issue is I can't really go there because of the torpedoes. But how is that hitting the sides? What if I do something extremely risky and just move in front of the torpedoes?
The impure tremble.
This one's going down.
Damn, it's almost dead. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah. Oh, it just gave up.
Make
Okay.
every shot count. No mercy for the enemies of humanity.
Oh, okay. This was uneventful. this was super uneventful. And Prometheum. Okay. Yeah, that was super fucking uneventful. So where was my planned thing there? Well, for the Ocelio prophecy there was surprisingly little things. Well, it was nothing. Went there was one pirate ship and done. Insatiable hunger. That doesn't sound fun. Okay, Cemetery of the Faithful is done. Indulgency for sale. Selling the forgiveness of the ecclesia can be significant income of revenue. The acquisition of religious ties with other worlds in the guise of the ecclesiary gives each opportunity for unquenchable ogre. I mean, I only care about the profit factor. The acquisition of religious tithes from other worlds in the guise of the ecclesiary gives opportunity to keep a portion of the proceeds. Might have to. Alright. I don't have enough Drusians. The cold of the final dawn has infected the colony with a sorcerous disease. Wicked hunger torments the victims, compelling them to sate it by any means available, including inedible ones. Burn all the... I lose 2 complacency, but I get 2 people. Or I lose 1 complacency. With this one, I would actually gain profit factor. Well, round up and quarantine the infected. People die in droves, so the investigation may continue. The source of the disease is revealed to be a corrupted food shipment. The contaminated stores are destroyed with no room for regret. Oh, that's it. That was all. Rank 3. How'd I get to rank 3? They have to build... Yeah, insatiable hunger. Oh Jesus, that killed my security and my efficiency. If I do this... Indulgences for sale. You know what? We need a little bit of... We need a little bit of money. Yeah, it's dirty, but... We need the money. We need the money. Right, warp travel. Warp travel. Yeah, everything is okay. Wait, what? I give them 2 profit factor, but I get 5 provisions. I probably have claiming some. The Rotator has been contacted by a high-ranking administratum official who previously helped with reclaiming a relic of Saint Cognatius from House Corda. He enjoyed the generous bribes and would like some more. In exchange for the riches requested, he promised that an error will creep into the administratum's calculations, so that all provisions from the agri world of Micris Alpha will be shipped to Dragonis instead of the Navy's orbital force. No, come on, there's no need to do that. There's no need for that. Listen, we did a little bit of corruption because it's to get a little bit of money. We don't have to, we don't have to go overboard. Yeah, hallowed railway, a glorious mag train loaded with relics all across Falstone, carrying the light of faith to every corner of the world. Whenever the wearer casts a target with a melee attack, or enemies in the 2 cell range suffer mental damage. I got tough explorators and complacency. Crusade. Ooh, I have to give him a lot, but I accuse. Lord Captain's retinue gains accusation of heresy. Okay. Accuser of sin. Charge abilities and additional damage 2 against demons and Xenos. Epiphany. I get stuff with Drusians, complacency and efficiency. Oh, but this looks very good. Husband Valencia as well may be untouched by corruption, but many enemies of the faith are lurking all around, and the pilgrims of Falstam are aflame with fanaticism. They need weapons and ships, and whoever gifts them these holy tools will be vested with a modicum of the God Emperor's power. May the crusade against corruption and idolatry commence. Okay, lots of stuff I need to spend, but I get lots of good things. But how about we just keep it a bit... Do we keep it a bit boring for now? Thousands of believers are flocking the false in hopes of serving the Emperor. The energy can be directed towards the colonization conquest of new worlds as commanded by Saint Drusus. The construction of pilgrims' arcs will require enormous resources. I just need more plasteel and more people. And have more complacency everywhere. Actually, it's rather do this. It gives me profit factor, but... Well, we need plasteel and people. Both things we currently do not have. Cargo list, cargo, and we leveled up again. We level up so often, it's fucking wild. Like we level up once or twice a stream. Void ship remains. Lord Captain, the Ogres cannot determine who the ship we approach belongs to, but the telemetry clearly reveals it is an Imperium vessel. The hull is badly damaged, but there is air in some of the chambers, which means they are hermetically sealed. What are your orders concerning the discovery? Send out the order to prepare my troops for boarding. I will personally take part in an exploratory expedition. We who walk down the same passageways in the same bays day after day, we who are born, live, and die to the hum of the ships as machines, we forever hunger for the smallest glimpse of another life, and for a chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us and the glory of the Imperium. So let's have a tale about the Lord Captain. By the will of the Emperor, the guardian and commander of every good and honest soul upon this void ship, and the time he boarded a vessel named the Fireborn. Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexplorable forces of the swell, the wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. The ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipated in the darkness of space. It was just the husks left, and the rogue trader's crew were to become scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen leviathan. A Lord Captain oversaw the expedition personally. He decided to drain the penetrating gaze of the ogres or any damage to Videro test feel out the course, and holy psychic but even souls darkness submit to the captain's will. And to train the penetrating gaze of the ogres. The ogre's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying that the void ship was gravely damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was very little time to explore it. 3 sectors seemed the least damaged: the bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in the mysterious and ancient language, the tech priest responsible for the ogres reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in the operation of the service bay. I'm gonna listen to our crazy person, so Idira, come on. With hostile eyes upon her, Idira sank into a trance. When she resurfaced, she reported that the ship has been a victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all. It was the section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in the Psyker. The service bay was the least damaged section, though Idira spoke of it with no particular interest. So, the bridge is super damaged and it might be the riskiest. The service bay isn't interesting. But what did the scan say? What the service bay? Okay, so the service bay, there's valuable components in there and the least risky ones. Well then, the step was to turn his attention to the scouts awaiting instructions. The Lord Captain had to decide which of the 3 teams he would lead and which two would be entrusted to their offices. Let here be known the names of the honest people who stood before our rogue trader in that moment. The tactician and grave young Ho Zone, whose word was as firm as his handshake. Captain Vesti, whose jokes will be remembered by everyone on deck 3 to 5. Captain Matina, the senior officer of the 3rd Unit, known to many as Grey Matina. She had been leading units back when the current crop of scouts were snot-nosed kids. No one on deck would have any doubt that navigating inside the wrecked ship would be difficult. The units would be separated by kilometers of twisted metal, dead modules devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hull breaches the size of a house. The only thing connecting the brave teams would be a delicate thread of Vox link. And so, after weighing up the options, the Lord Captain chose to go with... Young Ho-san, whose worm was as firm as his handshake. Heading for the bridge. So the bridge was the riskiest. Captain Vesti. I mean, the crew decks, there was nothing remarkable about the crew. Like, no one said anything about the crew decks. This target was the service bay. Let's go for the bridge because that one's the most, that probably needs my most help. From here on, we will relate the events based on what we have learned from witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttles started up one after another and dispersed, each heading for its selected target. An hour spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space, a fuzzy boarding, and then, finally, the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealed a sign in the gloom: Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Voxmaster, who quickly checked the archives, it was established that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova Van Dane, registered at Kiavagama port. Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. The ship's days, or even hours, of existence were numbered. From all sides came the sounds of distant crumblings. The floor underfoot trembled every now and then. The Lord Captain hurriedly moved deep into the compartment when he suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against his neck, followed by a soft sigh, almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark, tantalizing secret, and then fallen silent. The only thing that was that the Lord Captain stood entirely alone. I would love to do this one, but this one is safer. The captain summoned all of his willpower to not succumb to fear. Where simple mortals would already be trembling and weeping, the rogue trader only gritted his teeth. Shrieks and moans could be heard close by. Others were gripped by the illusion too. Young Ho-son, the unit captain, barked out orders. His team held back their comrades who had fallen victims to the uncanny terror and who were struggling to break free and run deep into the cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, though scared senseless, was ready to continue. Sound suddenly blared from the Vox, which was turned to the second unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the Vox, but desperately pressing the transit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Wait, hold on, wait, is it moving? The words were cut off by a strange wheeze, followed by static. Young Ho-son listened to the transmission and the final rasp with a surprisingly calm expression, then pressed the Vox button and a similarly calm voice let loose a stream of florid swearing, which centered on casting aspersions on the interlocutor's intellectual capabilities. Turning to the rogue trader, he mocked, "Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Vesti from second unit is well known for his pranks." "Crap, little captain is with you," comes Vesti's voice from the speakers, followed immediately by, "Must be sincere apologies, your lordship. I just wanted to spook the guys a little." Oh, fucking cunt. The captain immediately informed Vesti he would be severely disciplined upon the expedition's completion and management. The captain ordered the Captain Vesti be removed from command and his final report. The Lord Captain resolved to show leniency and merely asked for a report. Yeah, because just give me a report. Captain Vesti reported that his unit foray had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew, or bodies for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the next section with the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further could be dangerous. Hey, what can I not risk his people on the... Vesti. Come on, Pudzian. Vesti's unit headed off to carry out the orders, while the rogue trader and his team continued on. After spending several hours wandering down the dead passageway, young Ho-son's unit and the rogue trader reached the bridge of the Fireborn. A depressive feeling had not dissipated. It was as though the bulkheads of the ship were steeped in the terror and pain of those people who had vanished without a trace on those decks. On their way there, the unit had found no signs of a struggle or bodies of the crew, and had served only to deepen their unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogitator was still functional. The final log entry was identified, a damaged picked recording that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity of the cogitator alone was unsettling enough, and with each passing second, remaining on the bridge was become more and more difficult. The captain took a risk and watched the recording. The recording contained a message from Captain Nova van Dane. It was almost impossible to make anything out in the pict, only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table and flashes of iridescent light. The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly, but it was also short, almost inaudible breaths, exactly what the rock traders' team had encountered when they first had boarded the ship. And it even seemed that those sounds were coming not from the recording, but from the gloom-drenched corners of the bridge itself. Kiavagama has fallen. The fireborn broke orbit under the fire from an unknown enemy and left the system, said Captain Van Dane often in the recording, with the tone of an officer reporting to his superiors. We encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in the Gala fields. System. The ship is doomed. Whoever finds this recording, I ask you to hold a prayer service for our souls. I also ask you to take the family relics from the Van Dyne line from Kiavagama. The relics are stored. The captain then specified the location of her family vault and the access code. The recording ended. There was nothing left to do in the curse deck. It was time to return to the shuttle. A message came from a unit led by seasoned, unflappable Grey Matina. The captain methodically reported on all the service-based sections her team had already examined. They had found nothing of value. They had found no bodies. There had been no incident, and the search was proceeding as normal. The unit was waiting for further instructions from the Lord Captain. After studying the salient points from Grey Matina's exhaustive report, Mariusz Pudzian listed areas that warranted a more thorough search. After returning to the shuttle, Mariusz Pudzian received reports about Fireborn's status. The tech priests who relentlessly pierced the wreckage with the Ogre's gaze insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There were also reports from the other two units. The second unit had succeeded in moving through the danger zone and had returned to the shuttle with a valuable payload taken from the dead ship's stores. Grey Matina's unit had explored the service bay without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transferred to the rogue traders' ship. The units assembled at the shuttles, and the Lord Captain gave the final orders of this grim expedition. Honored the memory of Captain Nova Van Dyne and her crew, recited the Morepierogivanya in honor of the ship, fire upon the cursed ship. This isn't the ship! Impossible! No! What's the purple hermit here? Red Poland hammer. Red, Poland. It's crucial information. I'm stupid as shit, I'm sorry. Poland purple. No. Red Poland! Ja, was immer to suggest that. Red Poland! Hello, nobody. Good evening. Let's audit a memory. But yeah, how's it going, nobody? What have you been up to? Oh boy. The last request of the fallen captain had been fulfilled. The improvised funeral began with a brief military salute, and the rogue trader himself recited a prayer for the souls of the Fireborn, just as any honest servant of the Emperor who had dedicated their life to voyaging through the darkness would honor their fellows and mourn their deaths. Time was up. The scouting party returned to the ship. With one last look at the Fireborn, the rogue trader... This is stupid in the dub and sub. I never watched JoJo. I think I only watched the first episode of part 1. Told myself I would watch more, and I just never did. I don't think it's bad, I just never got to doing it. So I don't know, I only know the popular memes. I know the Pillarman. I don't know the significance though, I just know the Pillarman because I made a short about it. And this new meme about the, this isn't a ship, this isn't a car. Been finding the physical manga lately. Are you like on the floor? Like you know, you've just been kind of just... They like a dog, you know, like... Exactly. By the way, if you wanna hear a Ivan dub of the "This isn't a car," wait for the next VOD, because the next VOD is going to not the VOD. The VOD has me at the beginning goofing around with that. Dogs and Jojo don't exactly mix. I know of 2 dogs dying in JoJo. I think it was in the very first episode has a dog dying, and the one with Dio, I know a dog dies there. I don't know specifics, so Tinder Wayne Costagram carcass forever from his mind. Yeah, let's just leave that be. Oh, I just got the system. Oh boy. The giant rings on the planet's surface can be observed even from orbit. Well, let's examine them. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insects similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realizing they're going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity on a various xenostructure turned out to be a quirk of nature, and a tragic one at that. I need to watch JoJo. I need to really watch Yo-Yo. The August have detected wreckage in the woodship's vicinity, but the exact nature of the wreckage remains unclear. Oh, cool. Evil than killing dogs. Ah. It's not that bad. Maybe. I mean, it could be Berserk or something as, well, unfun as Funger. I'm definitely gonna have a few enemies because of my opinions on Funger. No, you just don't understand. Funger is actually really good. Cool. I don't like Funger. I don't like Funger. Funger no bueno. Will to live. Why can't I use this? I need reject the flesh. So Pudzian can't get an Omniscient axe because it doesn't have reject the flesh. Let me check, can I somehow get reject the flesh? Reject the flesh rogue trader. Pascal has a skill like that. If you right click an enemy, shows all the features. Some enemies have this. Okay, but can I get it somehow? Can I get it somehow? Not without mods. Aww. And here I was hoping Pudzian could have... Aww. Whenever... It counts as an attack of a different type than the previous hit for the purposes of... Also, it's only really useful on her. Yeah, I'm good. Will to live. I suppose you can have this. Because I'm certainly looking for a will to live if you're around. If the wearer's melee attack scores a critical hit, the wearer gains +4 MP and does not provoke attacks of opportunity until the end of their turn. If the wearer's attack is dodge parry, the scores a critical hit. The only one who could kind of use them is him, but... Plasma Pistol. Yeah, Pascal, here I have a better Omniscient axe for you. Here I was hoping Pudzian could have an Omniscient axe. Using real or friendly weapon costs 1 AP less. The only one who could kind of use that is her, but it happens so rarely. Haywire grenade deals mental damage. Mental damage. Mental damage. Just like my streams. The very successful single attacks inflict stun on a target for 1 round if the target fails a willpower resistance test with a -5 penalty. Gives me mental damage. Yup. Yep. 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 I'm trying to not mind Funger, but applies a -10 penalty to perception for enemies against aware and all enemies. Single attacks. I mean, the enemy's probably gonna die if Pudzian hits them. So this is a bit moot. Gas cloud grenades, crack grenades. Oh, this just deals against mechanical creatures, right. Now, the thing is, Funger is one of those games that I can watch, like, summaries of, but ever playing the game? Fuck no. Fuck no. I could never play Funger. It just feels unnecessarily difficult for the sake of being difficult. Like I kind of understand the idea of, oh, this game doesn't want, like, this game is about, like, how cruel life is and everything, and how everything in here is super difficult. Okay, fair enough, but it doesn't make it cooler, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, it's difficult, cool. Is it necessary to be this difficult all the time just cause? It is? Okay. And if you say anything like this, people hate you and they're just like, no, you just don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I suppose indeed I don't know what I'm talking about. Nimble, plus 10% to dodge, more HP. Because it blocks an attack, they use shield bash, I don't have that. Makes a counter attack if I stole with defense. The shield bash follows that counter attack. Echo pulse, durable, nothing, dueling mastery, plus 15% bonus to parrying. Already have characteristic training of that. I don't need more athletics. Thunder regiment attacks while asking plus 5% range of every attack to make since the start of this effect. Yeah, no, let's be boring and just get more parrying. Funger. Fucking Funger. Shield. I really don't need shield mastery. I really don't. Defensive maneuver. And then here. So, I don't know if everybody in here knows this already, but I've been taking I've been having a diet recently, just lose a bit of weight. And supposedly, according to my mom, I've already lost some weight. Now, I haven't measured myself, because I don't want to see my weight, just because I go by this measure of if I can still see my if I can see my dick when I look down, then I'm not too fat. Not that I was close to that, I could still very much see stuff, but you know, and going by that measure, it's also been going a bit better. So why did I feel the need to say this? I have no fucking idea. Enemies and 2-star raiders on the Vanguard suffer 8 penalty to dodge against all text attacks the Vanguards is. Has at least one temporary wound. Yeah, sure. Sure. Give him all. Oh, he's ready with 2 stacks of versatility. Pretty solid measure. Thank you. Every round, the first single target ability used by an ally on archmating rates +1 action pointed at ally. Thank you very much. It's a very effective measure. It's been working out for generations. It's been told by me. It's been shared by my ancestors. You know, like they've done it like this as well. The Archmage's heavy weapon attacks cost 1 less action point. Now that I've been using it, yes. Bound by warp. Enemies in the full radius on the Cyber Raven have their willpower reduced by... Okay. Cyber rating by +1. Is there anything down here? Okay, no spell I can pick. Stabilizing factor. First psychic power used each turn increase veil degradation by 2 points less. The Fungur talk to really degrade this game. Listen, Fartpath, I don't have many topics to talk about because my life is boring as shit. So you can really just like see that all the topics just come back to square one of just, I don't know, the same things of I don't like Fungur, I like huge Lysandra, Kachi and Fungur. Now that I would play. It's just Billy Harrington action. Like the first enemy is just like the prisoner dude or whatever. It's just Billy Harrington. You're cutting off his stick. No, that's in poor taste. No. No. Gachi and Fungur. Get your ass back here. Fuck you. Whenever the Overseer relays a psychic power through Cyber for the first time around, they regain 1 AP. Yes, actually, yes. Yes. I do always relay, so... Master Tactician is 12% more damage. No. All the Master Tacticians' abilities work as if they had 7 more stacks. It depends on Fellowship. Slaves! Fucking slaves! Any Master Tactician ally uses a heroic act. The Master Tactician gains +5 Fellowship. Whenever the allies uses a desperate measure, gains 5 toughness. I mean, more Fellowship is always good. Unwavering motivation. The targets of Inspire gains 5% additional damage for every 10 stacks of tactical advantage at the beginning of the Master Tactician's turn. The Hero's Footstep. Whenever the Master Tactician of the allies gain momentum, they gain 1 more. All the Master Tactician's abilities work as if they had 7 more stacks of tactical. Let's do this. Okay, and then the last thing. But yeah, I should store these. Nope. The critical chance reduced by 12%. The protected ally ignores attacks of opportunity. If the submassive stuff is bleeding, burning, or toxin style officers to deliver to effect is reduced by 4. Maybe. The maximum. Whenever the submassive hits the appended enemy, an enemy adjacent to the protected ally, it gains +1 to its key characteristics. Maybe. Each ally in a 3-cell radius of the enemy has the resolve increased by +2. Hold on, so resolve? Characters can fight in battle at a different amount of momentum gained at the beginning of each turn or after killing an enemy. Chain more. Each subsequent hit scored by a cyber Mashtifi against the apprehended enemy deals damage. 50% dodge against their overseas attacks. Whenever familiar abilities used on an a familiar's ally. Whenever a familiar's ability is used on an ally for 1 round, an ally gains +5 characteristics. The familiar's key characteristics are +5 at the start of his turn, gains 5 healing. If protect is used on the overseer. Enemies that see some reason of familiar suffer -5 penalty to all to characteristics considered to be familiars as key characteristics. And when the overseer hits the same target right after Cybermastiff and Battle must stand by him. I don't use him like that. Doing my part, no heresy. Ready to serve. All allies gain +5 to the same characteristic that was chosen by humanity's finest. Attacks made on others. Is the mob justice? I think if he's a radius, deal 10% more damage. What's written ever can throw great, it does not deal damage on impact. Bruh. No, mob justice. Just 10% more damage for Pudzian. Never a bad call. Never ever a bad call. Right, now let me get my profit. Okay. Have I gotten all the things I can? Vladayim. Only have 32 profit factor. I thought I had a bit more. Hammer, Staff of Endless Flame. Hunt down the prey. Needle pistol. Melter charge. Old shield. Fade over to Terminal 7. What the fuck are you on about? This backpack grants us a +1 rate of fire or strike count for any weapon capable of burst attacks. In what way? What are you on about? This characters and skill trees. Since when does Fungur have characters? Like, since when does Fungur have skill trees? What? Fungur has skill trees? No, does it? Or does it actually? I don't know. Torpedo tubes capable of firing force showed, but yeah, so the Moss pattern prow battery. Yeah, and now we can send Fury interceptors. Provides 80 points of shield, stable against enemy kinetic attacks. Sure. 12 speed, along with strong acceleration and braking. Yay! Okay, how much scrap do we have? 114. Yay, Fungar, yay, Fear and Hunger, a good game. This is girls with index. She's screaming, has you known about the final point of the racist game Fear and Hunger? It was no less glitchy to paint various scars. Oh yeah, right, okay, now that you mention it, yeah, I remember that actually. I do actually remember that. You see, I kind of care so little about the game, I forget most of the things. I forget so much about that godforsaken game. Like, it isn't even me trying to hate on the game, it's just genuinely like, I just don't like the game. It's not bad, and I know the issue is that I'm bad at the game, but or like just the game sucks. Maybe. Oh, Xeno artifacts. I do have Xeno artifacts. Do I have some heretic trophies? Do you guys want ranged weaponry? Oh, you don't want to give 100. That's still a bit better than nothing. Yeah, I have these ranged weapons. And more Xeno artifacts. And more of this. If I give it 300 more. Okay, 150 more. The second one, but the second one looks cooler from what I saw. Like, in terms of just like looks better, feels better to play, has supposedly a better storyline, is just as bonk shit crazy as the other game. Oh, these weapons are different. Targets hit by this weapon must resist resistance to become immobilized. Targets immobilized by the weapon suffer 10 toxic damage. Oh, okay, no, this one is... Oh wait, no, this one is just straight better. Yeah, this one is straight better. Just straight up. Auto pistol. Ew. Industrial hammer. What does this look like on Pudzian? Just a boring ass hammer. Rogue gamer got a game of your choosing. Maybe next stream. I can always talk about System Shock. I was actually thinking of replaying the original System Shock again, as I mentioned in a previous stream that I've been interested in replaying that game. Hot shot laser pistol. Oh. It's a drop good time. Like, you mean the original from 94? Or you mean the... Because I'm talking about the original from 94, not the remake. Yeah, I could get rid of this as well, I guess. Add to cargo, add to cargo, add to cargo, add to cargo, add to cargo. The Bioshock, I mean, Shock family. No, they're all Shock games. Excluding a certain other Bioshock that we don't talk about because we don't consider that to be part of the main game. Or of the main games. I will never acknowledge Bioshock Infinite as one of the Bioshock family. It's just not that good. it just doesn't fit.